It's game 2 of the Easter bank holiday weekend, and today the Jersey Bulls entertain East Grinstead Town. It's the Bulls against the Wasps. So the question this afternoon is, can the Wasps put a sting in the Jersey Bulls' tail? We'll find out as this afternoon unfolds. But the Bulls coming off the back of two really good victories in the last two games, where they've scored 10 goals and have really found their scoring boots. Not least from Lorne Bickley and Ray Dos Santos. Well, today the Bulls have got a pretty strong side out again. There is still no James Kerray, so we expect to see Luke Campbell and Toby Ritzemer making up the pairing at the back of the Bulls defence. Harry Curtis on the right, and Jay Giles, who will captain the game for the second time this weekend, who will be on the left. Starting today, the subs, the super subs, who combined to get one of the goals on Saturday, Fraser Barlow and Joe Kilshaw. On the bench, the Bulls are strong. Miguel Carvalho, Adam Trotter, Jamie Watling, Stanley Dunn and Will Yates. And of course up front today, Ray Dos Santos and the big man, Lorne Bickley. The visitors, well, they have changed their side dramatically since the last time these two sides played just after Christmas, before the new year, where the Bulls ran out 5-0 winners. They are virtually unrecognisable, the Wasps. They have a completely different side. They are captained today by Dan Perry. Well, the Bulls, of course, winning 4-0 on Saturday. East Grinstead losing 3-0 at home to Sittingbourne. Well, the sun is shining. It is a summer's-like day here at Springfield Stadium. And it is another chance for the Bulls to get another 3 points and to push themselves into a definite playoff place. It looks like, at the moment, they're sitting pretty in fourth. Well, can they keep that momentum today? They have a pretty strong bench, and they have options should they need it. The Wasps haven't had a great season. They're already relegated. And today will be about, can they do any damage to the Bulls? In charge today is Craig Wood, and he is assisted by Mr. Dawson and Mr. Vowles. Well, it's nearly game time. The photographers are off, the players are on, and they are ready. And the sun is shining in what is a packed Springfield Stadium. The bullpen have the flags aloft. The players are ready, and it looks like it's the Wasps and their skipper, Dan Perry, who will get this game underway. Well, what can the Wasps do today? We'll find out. Referee, Mr. Wood, is ready. And the players are ready. Both assistants in position. It's Bank Holiday Monday. And we're underway. Well, it's an early touch there for Gaylor. And Giles gets an early header. Picked up by Dos Santos, clips it forward, looking for Bickley. Is he onside? Flag appears to have gone up on this near side. Well, the Bulls looking to get off to a quick start, as they did on Saturday, where they scored in the 11th minute. Bickley getting the first of his 2 goals. A chance today for him to add to his tally. Long ball forward. Well, again, just not quite finding its target. Looking there for Folks, who wears 15. Header there. Bulls trying to break again, trying to find Bickley, but it's cut out again by Gaylor. Plays it towards the box, looking there for Perry. Curtis now. A little bit of space ahead of him, wants a bit of an option though. Watson is there, on hand. Out towards Sunley. Sunley just keeps hold. Back again to Curtis, who Puts it through to Ritzenberg and now Watson. And the ball's just taking a bit of time here. Sizing up, not playing the ball unnecessary. Luke Campbell, slowly but surely. Of course, the players having to recover quickly from Saturday's efforts. As Harry Curtis getting fitter and fitter as he is back in the Bulls side now after that long injury. And now it falls to Barlow. Barlow nearly gets bundled, not quite. Cut out there in the middle, free kick is given. And the Wasps will have to defend. Barlow just getting nudged there. And getting a start this afternoon. Another one of the famous 200 club. Joining James Carey. And it will be Jay Giles with the free kick. The Bulls line up, edge of the penalty box. Campbell is there, Ritzenberg is there as well. Giles clips it forward, looking on this far side. Campbell heads it down across. Trying to get in is De Santos. In fact, Ritzenberg tries to get in round the back there. Bulls get a corner, first of the afternoon. And again, Jay Giles will go across to take it. The Bulls will look to get an early start here, get an early goal. Fans packed behind the goal of Harry Howes. In it comes, far post, looking for header back and across, cleared off the line. Well, the referee looks like he's given the goal, and it's a goal for Luke Campbell. Well, it does cross the line. It's Gaylor who tries to hook it away, but it's Campbell at the far post who heads it back and across. It breaches the East Grinstead goal line. The referee is on hand, and the goal is given. And it's the Bulls who, inside 4 minutes, have the early lead. Luke Campbell, the scorer. Well, Gaylor tried to hook it away, but the ball had already crossed the line. And the Bulls already have one on the board, the new board on the far side. Forward it goes. The Wasps will look to get back quickly into this game. Picked up there by Marshall. Dispossessed, now Kilshaw quickly shifts it across. Sonny gets it out to Giles through the middle. Lovely touch there by Kilshaw for De Santos, far left. De Santos will take it on, will go against Spittles. De Santos still going, keeps the ball. Back it comes again, Giles into the box. De Santos tries to shot. Well, again, trying to find that top corner. Ray De Santos, not quite this time, but the pace and the movement from the Bulls is as warm as this spring sunshine. Well, a great start for the Bulls. They know another 3 points today. Pretty much guarantees, not quite, but near enough guarantees them a place in the playoffs. Long ball forward again from Howes. Good clearance from him. Sunley jumping, throw in. It's going to be Vowles on the far side in front of the Bulls bench. Goes long. Oh, Bickley's come back and won it. It's going to take it on. He's being pulled back, but he's still going, the big man. Foul is given. Well, it was there in the middle. Leopard creates a foul by pulling on Bickley, who's bulldozed his way through those challenges, but is impeded. And Mr. Wood is there. Now Curtis. And this is a chance today for the Bulls to get more on the board. Here comes Barlow. First ball, well, tries to play it through. Doesn't get it quite where he wanted it to go. And the break is on here with Folkes as he receives the ball from Mario Castillo. Mario Castillo going in search, battling hard there, does well. Coming in is Vowles. Foul this time goes to the Wasps. De Santos is the culprit. Well, the fans are in a chance to have a couple of afternoon refreshments to top off the 4-day weekend. A chance though here for East Grinstead to try and get one into the box. Put a bit of pressure on the Van der Vliet goal. Gayler delivers. Well, flicking around and hooked clear in the end by Ritzema. Still keeping it alive though on this near side with Mario Castillo. Going to try and take it on, but Barlow back helping out. Now with Jeffrey. Curtis gets there, the ball bouncing around. Back it goes to Marshall. Still they recycle, keeping it alive. Marshall again. Chips it forward. Campbell gets across, it's held up well. Now Folkes quickly lays it off to Saunders. Saunders still going. No foul, Saunders tripped, ball's played forward. Bickley's got to give chase, flag goes up. And again on this near side, Bickley wanting it a little bit earlier there, but doesn't get it. He's made the run, and the flag is up. Now this crowd today, absolutely superb for the Bulls. Something over 1,000 as the ball is played in. And Van der Vliet gets the first touch of the afternoon. And will release Curtis. Really, it is standing room only if you didn't get a ticket early on. And what a fine afternoon it is. Van der Vliet looking long. Looking for Dos Santos. Suddenly he's there, flicks it on. Dos Santos plays it through. Doesn't quite get past Vowles, but Dos Santos picks it up again, and then Gayler helping out, and East Grinstead doing really well to get out of trouble there. Forward it comes. Perry battling with Curtis. Perry holds him off. First time ball through the middle. Van der Vliet with the head. Looked like he was going to use the hands then and realised he was at the edge of the box, in fact outside of it. Oh, loose ball there from Kilshaw, gives it away. Shot from distance, blocked, hits Kilshaw. Jeffrey can't find the way through, but it's picked up now by Mario Castillo. Back now to Marshall. Still they look to build here, East Grinstead. They're doing well. Curtis just gets in the way of the attempted ball forward there by Saunders. Well, there may be one down, but they are not in any way put off by that. They're pushing hard here. Jeffrey again inside to Saunders. Saunders rolls it across to Gayler. And his pass doesn't reach its target. Watson is there. Now Giles. Sunley. Ball's being moved around well by the Bulls here. Giles again, and they press hard. Do the Wasps. Now Curtis, and he's got a bit of room here. He's taking his time. Into Bickley, who's also got space, and then switches it. Lovely ball to the far side, which Dos Santos can't get control of. And it will be East Grinstead who will get the throw. And a big game for the Bulls here. They may be playing a side already relegated. The Bulls looking to go in the opposite direction this season and make their way to step 3, as East Grinstead will find themselves in step 5 next season. Still a long way to go in this game this afternoon, as down goes Folkes. Nothing given, play on. Now Curtis, little ball into Barlow, who's busy all early on here. Lovely ball through the middle, but he's just played it too close to Howes. He just has a little bit of a juggle. And then Howes can bring it forward. Again, brings it all the way out, then does go for that long route one ball. Plays it through, Van der Vliet is there. Releases it quickly to Kilshaw, who's pressured there by Saunders. The Bulls regain composure now with Campbell. Out to that left side to Giles, who can just drift inside, drive forward as he goes. Giles brought down though by Folkes. Well, he's going to have to be careful, the big man, Omar Folkes. It's a late challenge. Going to get a final warning, you think. Perry called across. And Mr. Wood just giving Perry the final warning on behalf of Omar Folkes. Well, it will be a free kick. It's going to be Luke Watson. Little run there by Joe Giles, who sneaked down that left-hand side. Looking for De Santos now. Quickly across comes Spittles. And the Bulls have another throw. De Santos will launch this one. Campbell will go forward, the goal scorer. Pressure again on the House goal. Long throw from De Santos, looking for the flick on. Campbell doesn't get there. Spittles does. Cleared there by Vowles, only as far as Watson. Back to De Santos. Bulls want to keep this alive. Short pass cut out easily. Folkes again now battling hard with Giles. Ball's run out, has it? No. Well, it didn't look like it had, but the referee says otherwise. And now Watson sweeps the ball out, looking for the runner Curtis, who finds the space. Pressed there by Jeffrey. Watson again and Killshot. Ball's in no hurry. Out to Giles. Bickley tries the 1-2 into the feet there, cut out well by Gaylor. And Sonny blocks it. Spittles will let it run. And the Bulls trying some intricate play there, trying to work it through. Not quite coming off. And these are possibly record numbers for this season, certainly for this year, as the Bulls are getting cheered on. Long ball again. Looking for Folkes, flicked on by Perry. Through the middle there goes Mario Castillo. Folkes again, now Watson. Campbell can just play it across, and then a little cushioned header back from Curtis to Van der Vliet, who wants to get on with it. Tries the ball forward. It's come fortuitously perhaps to Barlow. Barlow working on that left or right side for him. Left flank of the Wasps as Gaylor under pressure from Bickley. And then Vowles. And it's cleared again. Barlow in the Carvalho role on this right-hand side, coming in off that left, onto that left boot. As Giles has it on the far side. Nice ball into the feet of Bickley. Now De Santos just holding it up. Play it into Killshot, who's getting forward quite a lot in this early 15 minutes. Watson again. The Bulls just keep recycling. Through to the feet there. Sunley. Bickley. Giles. And now Curtis with a bit of space. He can play it on to Barlow. Barlow now. Give and go. Back it comes. Looking again to work the angles here, and in the end goes back to Ritzimer and Campbell. And it's recycled to Giles. Well, this is good from the Bulls. They're just keeping possession. Little short passes. Killshot. Giles again. Just waiting to unlock the defence. Giles gets a little bit of a nudge and is dispossessed, and a nice back heel by Mario Castillo, but only into the feet of Sunley. Now Curtis. Curtis looking for a run ahead of him. Has Barlow on this outside on the right flank. Will cut inside. You'd think he's going to keep going. Barlow needs a bit of help. Gets it. Curtis. 1-2. Oh, good play there. Jeffrey. And now Mario Castillo. And it's thumped clear. And straight into touch. Curtis now. Ritzimer, second game in a row that he's playing at the back in the opposite fixture. Back in December, he was playing as a lone striker. So from back to front, or front to back, for Toby Ritzimer. showing the versatility of the Bulls' number 6. And suddenly starting to really flow. Just keeps the ball here. Leopard just making sure that Sonny doesn't get any room. And now Ritzema steps forward, drives, loses out, Spittle steps in. Down the line with Vowles for Mario Castillo. Campbell is there. Ritzema again, and then Watson, who just sits in that little holding role, that defensive midfield role in that 4-1-4-1 formation that the Bulls often play. It doesn't seem that like sometimes, but it is always Watson protecting that back line. Good possession here though with Perry as the Wasps look to get forward, look to swarm the Bulls here. Again, just knocking it around. Short ball to Marshall. And now Gaylor. Bickley just goes across. Just a little bit of a spell here, but they've given it away, and it's Sunley who's got there. Bickley ahead of him. De Santos is bombing down that left-hand side. De Santos now, he's gone past, still going into the box, tries the corner. Oh, and the save there by Howes nearly falls into the feet of Bickley. And the Bulls come close again. And then quickly trying to break is Marshall. Well, again, De Santos, really good run from him. Gets the shot off. It's a good save from Howes. And it just falls behind the arrival of Lorne Bickley. Still Jersey Bulls 1. East Grinstead Town 0. Long ball from them though. Looking for Perry, hits him on the back. Flag is up, offside. Taken quickly by Curtis. And Campbell just not really put under any pressure. Curtis plays it forward. Barlow is there. Good control from him. Into Bickley. Bickley lays it off again for Barlow. And then the 1-2 and the run by Kilshaw. Kilshaw towards the penalty area. Just overhits it. Well, Kilshaw then trying to take it in his stride. And maybe it's just for the Bulls number 8. That sharpness hasn't quite been there. Maybe hasn't had the minutes. You can train lots and lots and you can do lots of work. But when you get out there, that match sharpness sometimes just evades you. It did that time for Joe Kilshaw. Back with Harry Howes. Gets it over the halfway line comfortably. Back with the Bulls though, Barlow. Barlow flicks it on. Can Bickley get there this time? Howes should get there. He does. Quick release to Gaylor. Bring it forward. And then plays that route 1 ball again. Looking for the run of Jeffrey. And the flag is up again. We've already seen a number of offsides in the opening 20 minutes. 20 minutes have flown by here at Springfield Stadium. As Van der Vliet clears long. Bickley just gets a touch, arriving there, trying to, is De Santos and Sunley. In there now to Saunders and Spittles. And he plays it back to Howes. Gaylor there. And then Spittles. Again, looking for that searching ball. We're going to catch Curtis out. Jeffrey's done really well there. Jeffrey now flicks it over, flicks it on. Well, in the end, he's goes backwards to Marshall. Marshall plays it into the box. Should be Van der Vliet. Is Van der Vliet. Comfortable and cleared quickly. But too much on it for De Santos. And the ball's gone out. And off goes Vowles to collect it. Re-emerges. Looking for a little bit of an option here. Trying to find Folkes and Perry. Nice short ball there. Back to Folkes. He will try and get this one into the box. He does, and Curtis ducks under it. Jeffries arriving though. Nice little quick ball inside. Picked up there by Marshall. Marshall towards the far side of the box, looking for Folkes. Bit of a tussle there with Giles, and Giles just holding his ground, and then De Santos comes back, dispossesses Folkes and wants to take it on. He does, and he's away, and he's brought down. Well, I can't imagine that that will be anything but a yellow card, and straight to his pocket goes Mr. Wood. And the first caution of the afternoon, as De Santos is down in a heap on the floor, will go to Leo Vowles, the Grinstead right back. Well, he was away, he was flying, and a little bit of treatment there required. It was great play, but De Santos worked so hard to get back, dispossessing Folkes, and then steaming away from Vowles, and he's caught and brought down. And Steve Martin there, working the magic. Will no doubt get the spray out as the rest of the Bulls players take on some water as the sun continues to beat down on Springfield Stadium. The Bulls have had a number of injuries recently. They don't want De Santos catching the injury bug. He looks to be okay. Just going to have to run that off. As we see the caution finally given, and it goes to Leo Vowles.
A big Jersey Bulls shout goes to first team coach Andy Dewhurst and his wife Sarah, who celebrate their 13th wedding anniversary today.
Today, there are over 1,400 at Springfield. What a crowd.
Happy anniversary!
And still we hear more making their way in. Curtis now trying to find his way into a decent position. Back with Campbell. Quick ball by Giles. Bickley is there. Bickley still going. De Santos again. Skips away. Still going. De Santos now. Can he find the shot or the ball? He goes for goal. It's saved by Howes. It's straight in the breadbasket for the keeper. Well, De Santos just testing out the injury from a minute ago, just making sure that he's good to go. And it looks like he is, as Howes. Again, long ball forward. Folkes trying to get there ahead of Campbell, but Campbell does well. Battling hard is Folkes. Campbell manages to get the ball to Ritzimer. And now Curtis. Barlow, quick feet. Now Killshaw to Barlow. Barlow, can he get there? Well, coming back and across quickly there is Marshall. Right idea, just Barlow couldn't quite get the better of Marshall. As the clock reaches 25 minutes gone in this first half. Still Jersey Bulls lead with a solo goal from Luke Campbell. Bulls need to try and get some more shots off. They haven't really created too much. They've had a lot of possession. Just haven't been able to carve out too many clear-cut chances. It's been the shot from De Santos, but other than that, it's been possession. And then Bickley rolled to the floor, this time by Gayler. Nothing given by Mr. Wood, and then Mario Castillo skips away from Watson and then goes past Giles. He's got some speed. The number 10 still going. Mario Castillo holding it up. Back inside. Santos will get that. He'll play it forward first time. Well, again, probably a little bit over-optimistic that Bickley would get onto that one. Wonder whether De Santos himself could have caught his own pass. It's too much on it. Back it is again. Inside now with Saunders, and the Bulls win it back quickly. Now Kilshaw has a little look up. Just checks. Curtis can just take a few more steps forward. Now Barlow, and the Bulls build inside from Watson to Giles. Now Sunley. What will Sunley do? He's going to take it on. He's just played a little dink to, well, cleared in the end by Gale. Looking for the run there of De Santos from Bickley's cross. Keeps it low. Corner for the Bulls.
Big birthday shout out goes to our very own Tracy Whitfield. Happy birthday,
Second
Tracy.
one for the Bulls of this first half.
60th birthday. She's just gone and changed her glasses.
And it's going to be De Santos short to Giles. No, to Sunley, in fact. Giles is not in there. It's come in, well, cleared. And the Bulls not really taking full advantage of that. Got the height in there and the clashing of Watson on the back of Jeffrey there. Free kick. And when they've got that height advantage, and you've seen Campbell get that header in, that the short ball maybe gets a bit better angle, but they've got to be more pace about it than that. As here comes Jeffrey again, who's plugging away down this near side. Maria Castillo's done well, still going, plays it inside into the box. Giles is there, half-hearted clearance, just about enough on it as the Bulls can get going forward again. Barlow, Watson drags it back, drags it nearly into trouble, and then quick feet to Ritzimer. Well, the Bulls just getting away with a couple there. De Santos. Curtis again. Through the middle is Bickley. Curtis. Bickley, well, Kilshaw getting out there. Bickley making the run. Bickley there. Can he just, well, not quite get the ball? And the Wasps buzzing around there, making sure Bickley doesn't get the shot off. It will be Gaylor here with the ball. Well, that ball was, again, one that they've tried a few times in this first half. Not quite worked yet. I feel if they get the ball more to Jeffrey, he's causing problems, as is Maria Castillo. But for now, they've got to defend as here comes De Santos. Can roll it off to the arriving Curtis. Curtis. Now Watson. Kilshaw and Barlow combine. Bulls keep the ball. Jay Giles is coming to centre midfield there. And now Sunley wants to take on Vowles, because Vowles will be careful. Giles again. Sunley. Now Watson, quick short ball, gives it away though. Maria Castillo, but coming up is Sunley, who's won it back for the Bulls. Now Kilshaw, outside to Barlow. Barlow cuts inside, Barlow drives on. Barlow, will he get it onto his left foot? Will he take the shot? He's looking to light it up. Plays it back in, gets another return ball, clipped back in. Corner for the Bulls. Well, it looked like Barlow kept taking it on with that left foot. Kept going, get the 1-2, and then in the end, maybe could have taken the shot, clips it back in. Bulls get the corner, and Gaylor just needs a bit of treatment. Well, third corner for the Bulls coming up of this first half. Half an hour gone now. Still they have one goal to the good. And De Santos will get this one into the mixer. Well, Sunley just down a little bit on his haunches there. And it now will be De Santos to deliver. Goes for the far post, looks for Campbell, heads it back and across. This time it's cleared off the line. It looks like it's Spittles who gets there and hooks it over the bar. Corner again for the Bulls, but there is the threat of Luke Campbell. He's had two headers already. One he's scored from, the other one he's caused chaos. Just get that ball in, you think. Campbell towards the back post. There it goes again. Campbell will head it back and across. Watson heads it back. Cleared there. Still in the mix. Then Leopard gets a touch. And Perry thumps it forward. Quickly across there is Giles, who gets there before Folkes. And Jeffrey picks it up. Now Mario Castillo does really well. Got that ball tight on that right boot. Marshall again. Gaylor. Well, it's been pretty good from the visitors. As Jeffrey trying to get down that left-hand side, give Curtis some more problems. Visitors have stuck to this really well, having lost that early goal. And themselves trying to create here, and Jeffrey is an obvious choice down this left. He's been good so far. Maybe need to get it more to him. Gaylor tries to play it through a crowd, but Watson sees the issue, gets there first. Now Barlow, Kilshaw. And the pressure is good, this time from Leopard. And now Campbell. Giles plays it forward. Bickley holds it up, but loses out in the challenge. It's back with Vowles. Back he goes to Gaylor. Marshall. Back again it is to Marshall and Gaylor. Let's just visit out onto that right-hand side, but the Bulls get it back to Santos now. Good pace from him, past Spittles, to Santos into the box, looks to play into Bickley. Bickley hits the bar! Well, he was outstretched to number 9. The ball was in. It was a lovely bit of play by Raider Santos down that line. Bickley stretching to try and get there, and in the end, he can't keep it down. It hits the crossbar, and the Wasps escape what could have been the Bulls' second. Well, it was really good play. De Santos again, the pace, he just leaves Spittles for dead. He goes past him, he's waiting for that ball, plays it in, and maybe just needed a little bit more, just a fraction of a second to have allowed Bickley to get there and not have to stretch. But again, it's De Santos causing all kinds of problems for the Jersey Bulls. And Grinstead there, beaten for pace. It looks like there's a bit of an issue with the match ball. And it's back now with House. And just a little bit of air going out of that one. Straight out for a throw-in. Giles just on the halfway line. Back to Campbell. And Ritzimer. Jamie Watling on the bench this afternoon. Maybe we'll see him. There's Kilshaw and Barlow. Going to get it going forward again. Up to Giles. It's a little bit scrappy. It's not the flowing football. Maybe both sides suffering with a little bit of 2 games in 48 hours. As Vandervliet clips it nicely back to Campbell. And you'd expect that to be just a little bit heavy-legged, perhaps. Also, this is game 39. So a lot of football has been played. There's not that much ahead. There's 3 league games for sure. Can the Bulls get a semi-final playoff and maybe even into the final? As Watson holds it up. Vandervliet decides to go for the long ball, looking to search out to Santos and or Bickley, and it's come back to Saunders, who's played it for Spittles. Fowles brings it forward. Folks gets across, turns, gets the slightly better of Ritzema, and then Ritzema manages to win it back, but Perry's won the throw-in. And it will be Vowles with the throw. So into the last 10 minutes of this first half. The Bulls will want to try and find a second before the break. The Wasps look to just sting the Bulls before. Flicked on. Goal kick. I'm still yet to see too much that's tested Harry Howes. Again, Maria Castillo can't keep control of the header. Suddenly gets it back to Giles. Here goes Dos Santos again. Tries to play it round there, but he's dispossessed. And then Curtis. Oh, Kilshaw is penalised. Commits the foul on Marshall. Marshall did well. Free kick, which Gator will take. Plays it short. Now Marshall. Nice little touch inside for Saunders. Gator again. In possession, the Wasps. And then the long ball, looking for the run. I'm trying to search out Jeffrey again. Curtis will get across and he'll clear it. Keeps it alive. Back it goes with Gaylor. Tries to search that ball out to the far side. Lovely play by him. Vowles is there. Sonny is back defending. Folks with the challenge, but Sonny keeps hold. And then Watson. Curtis can get forward again. Short ball to Barlow, flicked on. Barlow will get the ball back. Barlow now. Barlow drives forward, still going. Barlow lays it off. Surely this time Bickley, can he get the shot off? Blocked again. And it spins wide for the fifth corner for the Bulls in this first half. But really good play by Fraser Barlow there. Working really hard, combining well, and then lays it off nicely. But Bickley is denied. Joe Giles again. Definitely on corner duties today. And he will swing this one in. Can Campbell get onto it? Looks for that far post. Looks again for Luke Campbell. Campbell heads it back and across. But this time can't get it back into the 6-yard box or on target. And it goes aimlessly past the post. And the clock ticks past 40 and we're into the last 5 plus a little bit of added time in this first half. And it's a first half where the Wasps, although they got knocked early on, have really stuck in it, not given up at all. And they've been at times able to control the game, kept possession. They haven't really created too much as the Bulls go long again. And this time it's Sunley who stays onside, squares it. Anyone arriving? Well, Dos Santos is, but he's not going to get there. He does come across. Watson now. The Bulls just perhaps with a little more urgency. Back inside, Watson and Kilshaw. Barlow, quick ball. Well, suddenly trying to flick it on, can't do so. Well, it's one of those games where you always felt that the Bulls might just struggle to just get up for it, perhaps. It's been a lot of games coming quickly, 2 in 2 days. But the same for the opposition, and they've certainly been up for it. Long way still to come in this game. As the referees just stopped the play. A little bit of treatment on the far side for Leo Vowles. Something in the eye. Just get caught in the challenge. Well, after today, the Bulls will travel to Beckenham and Deal Town, and that will finish their regular season away games. And then they'll finish in just under 3 weeks' time on the 25th of April with Hastings, where they will do battle again. But for now, they've got to get this game done and dusted, as the Wasps continue to just stay in there. Short ball again. Gaylor looking for Folkes. Folkes does well, gets it under control, edge of the box, lays it off. Vowles again, ball into the box. Van der Vliet claims well again. Has not a lot to do in the last few weeks. Van der Vliet made some good saves when he's been quiet for large periods of the games, and his handling has been excellent. Long ball forward again. Oh, mistake perhaps. Maybe let's Bickley, and Bickley now can take it on. Bickley will go on his own. Bickley still going, skips past the challenge. Bickley, can he get it in? Great challenge there from Leopard, who comes roaring back and gets there just as Bickley tries to make something happen. Another corner for the Bulls. And nearly a mistake letting Bickley in, and he's won them another opportunity just before the break here. It will be Giles again. Campbell will be there. Ritzenberger is in there as well. In it comes, far post. Campbell is there, tries to head it back in. It's cleared by Jeffrey. Still alive. De Santos lays it off quickly into the feet. Giles back and across. Looking for Campbell at the far post. And it's inches past the post. It looked like it was a simple tap in the end. And did Howes get a touch on it? It looks like he did, as Bickley was waiting to just tap it in. And Howes looks to have scooped it off his foot. Another corner quickly taken. Short to De Santos. Going to try and take it on. De Santos with the shot. Oh, and he's mullered it into the goal in the blink of an eye. De Santos gets the short corner, steps inside, bang! And it's 2-0 to the Jersey Bulls. Well, Ray De Santos wasn't asleep. He was wide awake. Perhaps the Wasp just switched off. De Santos, a one step, two touches, bang! And Howes doesn't move. Well, the Bulls needed a second, you felt, before the break. It's Ray De Santos who brings it. It's great work from the Bulls in the build-up to it. Howes had made the save, just was arranging the defence. The quick corner is taken, and Ray De Santos decides he'll take it on his own. And all of a sudden, the Bulls have doubled their lead. Well, the perfect moment to get the second right on the stroke of half-time. Long ball forward, which Van der Vliet will just bring out of control. Now, you just felt at times in this first half, perhaps it was a bit of heavy-leggedness, but when you've got someone like the Bulls' number 10, De Santos, you know something can always happen. And again, he made it on that occasion from nothing. Just a little shift of his weight onto his left foot. One touch, two touch, and the rest, well, it's history. Well, this time a chance maybe for Perry to get in. Ritzimer gets there, Curtis helps out. And Campbell to Giles. Well, nearly a minute already played in this first half.
My humblest of apologies to Ray De Santos. My assistant tells me
Ball is clipped forward. And now Van der Vliet again. So Ray De Santos with the ball second, confirmed over the tannoy. As Barlow, well, flag is up. Barlow goes too soon. Yet to see Barlow getting bundled in this first half, nearly did. And the ball's workmanlike again. East Grinstead Town have done themselves no harm this afternoon, but for a little bit of skill there by Dos Santos, could easily have gone in, just the goal down. And they've acquitted themselves pretty well in this first half. And there is the big man, Folks, who's just perhaps used too much force and has sent Curtis to the turf. As Mr. Wood calms it all down. Well, 2 minutes added. That'll be for the treatment that was given to Dos Santos. Can't be that much more, you'd think, in this first half. We'll get a chance to get the break and get a drink, and that is it. It is half-time. It's a half-time that has not been, perhaps, the sharpest of football, but it is for the Bulls. 2 goals to the good as they go in at half-time. Goals from Campbell and Dos Santos, either side of the 45 minutes, the 3-minute goal, and then right on the stroke of half-time. It's enough for the Bulls to have a comfortable lead at half-time. More to do in the second. We'll see you after the break. Well, the players are out, the officials are out, and the second half is about to get going. It's the Bulls who will kick it off. They have that 2-goal lead from the first half. And it will be De Santos to get us going. And we're underway for the second time. In fact, it was James Sunley who, in fact, took the restart. Bulls start with Barlow down that far side, inside to Kilshaw. Well, the first half where the Bulls got the 2 goals, and they'll want to get more here as they look to drive forward straight away into Bickley, who holds it up well. Nice reverse pass inside. Anybody arriving? It is easy. It's James Sunley, and it's 3. And the Bulls strike within seconds of the restart. The flag stays down, and the Bulls have their 3rd. Well, it was simple, it was intricate, and it was finished off by James Sunley. It's a little bit of Watson magic there. Bickley does well. He sees the run there. It's Harry Curtis. And the ball into the box is absolutely on the money. Suddenly couldn't have missed if he tried. He doesn't. The Bulls have their 3rd. And it's James Sunley who gets it. Well, a really good build-up there from the Bulls. It was simple football, and often that's what delivers the goals. James Sunley won't have an easier chance, perhaps, this season, or at all ever. But it was Harry Curtis with the run. The ball from Bickley was just played with the right pace, the right placement, and Curtis put the ball exactly where he needed to for the simple tap-in. Is that a sign of things to come from the Bulls in the second half? A quick start, a 3rd goal. Can they go now and get more? Well, we saw in the first half that the Wasps don't lie down, and they won't give up. You feel they'll keep going. We've just seen that along with the Wasps, the side that the Bulls played on Saturday, the Vickers have now also been relegated this season. As De Santos is got Fuller running, he's gone away from, oh, here's De Santos. It's, good save. And then again, a double save from Barlow. The Bulls still trying to get it in, and then Bickley skews it over. Well, Howes makes 2 blinding saves there to stop the Bulls getting the 4th. De Santos does all the work. He skips away from Spittles. And Howes has made an absolute couple of world-class saves there to deny the Bulls. Well, you can't get much better from the stopper for the Wasps this time. Double saves on blank point, and he's kept the Bulls' lead to 3. Well, superb there from Harry Howes. Well, the Bulls have definitely started the second half coming flying out the traps. And they're hungry to get more. As Bulls play for Jeffrey, claims offside, flag goes up. Well, Jeffrey was lively in the first half for the visitors. Feel that he just needs to see a bit more of the ball, as does Maria Castillo. But the Bulls quickly extending their lead in these opening couple of minutes of the second half. And there's the man who got it, James Sunley. Plenty of options still on the bench for the Bulls, as Jeffrey picks it up. Inside to the skipper, Perry. Bulls win it back. Well, Barlow is all over the pitch. He's back in the right back position now, quickly switching play to De Santos on this left side. Flag is up this time. De Santos looked like he just held his line, but Assistant on the far side raises the flag. And the ball is played across by Gaylor. Again to Marshall. Jeffrey. And now Gaylor again. And back it goes. Well, can East Grinstead just try and maybe create something, get their first goal of this afternoon. Get a little bit of a consolation, if nothing else. Nice long ball out to that far side, but cut out by Curtis. Sliding in is Folks, who takes out Barlow, who goes down. The first bundle of the afternoon. And the Bulls try and get it going. Another long ball forward by Howes, dealt with by Campbell. Now the Bulls will just work it around. Still got Cavalier on the bench. We'll add a little bit of flair if needs be. Adam Trotter. Will Yates, who scored in December against the Wasps. Play forward, flicked on, lovely little cushioned header by Sonny to DeSantos. Oh, lovely little change of play, drops the shoulder. DeSantos, can he get it across? He can, shot comes in, blocked again. Somehow, whether that was Howes or a combination of him and one of his defenders in front of him, they keep it out again. The Bulls now really pressing for this fourth. Suddenly working his magic. Giles, lovely ball through. Bickley this time, can Bickley get the shot off? Bickley tries the angle, goes to the side netting. Well, just enough done there by the Wasps to deny Bickley. Head in hands. Probably should have done better. Just couldn't quite find the near post, went the wrong side of it. But you feel with this first 5 or 6 minutes gone in the second half that the Bulls will be looking for a lot more. They want to get their goal difference up as they go back to Van der Vliet, who wants another clean sheet. And the Bulls now 13 games in the last 3 games and counting. Another long ball forward, headed clear, but only as far as Giles, who's again drifted in from that left back position. Now Watson, foul though by Kilshaw. Just a little tug there, it looked like, from Joe Kilshaw. Free kick given. It will be left by Leopard. Played short by Gaylor. Still trying to work it here with Folks. Back they go to Howes, who's decided to go for a little bit of a foray outside his box, flicked on. Bulls deal with it again, and then, well, Van der Vliet gives it straight back to Vowles, who's not able to keep possession as suddenly wins it back, but then gives it away, this time with Spittles. And then Campbell just calmly puts a boot on it. And Ritzema wants to bring it forward, wants to have a little bit of a run. Off he goes, dispossessed, good tackle now. Maria Castillo, through it goes again. Well, he can't quite find the run of his skipper Perry, but you can see what he was trying to do. Just not quite getting the ball there. The referee's in the way there of Sunley. Sunley now to Curtis. Curtis inside to Bickley, outside to Barlow. Barlow will try and drive forward. Oh, he tries to thread it through, but quickly across is Gaylor. Just that quick play, that movement, shifting. It's back now on this near side with Vowles. Folks doing well in a battle there with Campbell. Campbell winning. Nothing doing in terms of a foul that Folks wanted. And here comes Curtis. Barlow outside him again. back to Curtis. Curtis towards the corner as he fouled. Well, he's won the throw-in. Curtis goes down. Seeing a lot more from Harry Curtis in this opening 10 minutes of the second half, getting down that right-hand flank, which has led to the third goal. And it's going to be a long throw from DeSantos right in front of the bullpen, who will be enjoying watching what they see on this Easter Monday. And it comes now, near post, flicked on. Well, in the end, it bounces over Marshall and then over the crossbar. And Howes will go and collect. Now the crowd still enjoying the sunshine here at Springfield. Into the April, of course, now. And the season not far from the end. Starting back in August. Game 39. Good header there. Again, DeSantos doing well. The ball's not quite able to keep hold of it. Gayler has it. DeSantos just putting a little bit of pressure on. And forward it comes again from Howes. Campbell battling there with Folkes. Kept in by Vowles, near side. Giles steps up. Oh, great spin and turn by DeSantos. Through it goes. Bickley this time. Can he finish? Well, flag is up, but the play by DeSantos, the way he shifts his weight, makes the run. Just wonder there whether Jay Giles could have continued on, and the ball to him would have been a better option. Either way, DeSantos in full float. Well, there will be a change, and it's going to be Ray DeSantos off for the Bulls. And on comes Will Yates. And then there's another change as well. Looks like we're seeing Stanley Dunn on as well for... Looked like Luke Watson. Just check that though. As Campbell goes to the corner and deals with it. Folkes is there. Yeah, yeah, it's the youngsters Dunn and Yates, and a real chance for them. They've got over half an hour to get some good mileage into the legs this afternoon, and that's a little bit of luxury perhaps the Bulls have created through the hard players. Dunn picks it up, good work from him, lays it off to Sunday. Sunday now will bring it inside. Sunday still going, lays it off. Dunn tries the little ball behind, trying to find the run there of Barlow. Ritzema. And now Curtis. Bickley. Yates getting involved. Bickley lays it off. Here comes Giles on this left-hand side through the middle. Giles to Bickley. Bickley still trying to hold on to it. He does well. Back to Yates. And the Bulls keep it alive. Far side, Barlow inside now for Curtis. Curtis through, looking for the feet of Bickley. Bickley with a shot. Well, Bickley flashes it past the goal. It's as close as the big man has probably come this afternoon. This time he takes a shot with the right boot. Howes didn't move, but the ball didn't go in the far corner. It goes past the upright. Well, the Bulls able this afternoon to call on the youngsters in Dunn and Yates. And we know both of them starting to get really good experience at this level. Both good players, good youth players who've come through the ranks here at Jersey Bulls and have a chance this afternoon. Yates maybe to get another against the Wasps. Still going down that far side is Jeffrey. You know, flag is up, is it? Looks like it is. Near side again. No, the Bulls still got Cavallo, Trotter and Watling on the bench. Whether we'll see them. we'll see in the next half an hour. Jay Giles now. Flick forward there. Bickley's full of running still, trying to get on the score sheet this afternoon. Can't keep control of that. Looks like Dunn has gone into the midfield. Maybe just a shift of Sunley up to that left-hand side to replace De Santos, and then Yates has sat in as well in that midfield. A little bit of a change of positions and formation. Still the big man Bickley is there, and Sunley getting a chance on this left-hand side in this second half. Grinstead still trying to get out their own half. Back it goes. Spittles. And then the ball on the far side. Doesn't find the target. Henry Curtis. Inside to Kilshaw. Ritzimer again as the three subs for the Wasps, warming up far side. And here comes Dunn now, holds it up well, looks for the ball into the feet of Bickley. Now Giles out towards Sunley, who skips past Vowles. Vowles has got to be careful, still on that card from the first half. Giles, lovely little ball into the feet, gets it back. Jay Giles now keeps it going, lays it off. Tries to find Dunn, does, can't get the angle. Back to Kilshaw. Kilshaw also having a run out today. Maybe he will see through the 90. Get that extra running in those legs as it comes to Giles. Does he think about the shot? He does. He plays it off instead to Bickley. Bickley goes for the shot, blocked. And a chance maybe for Mario Castillo to get it to Folkes. Folkes turns inside nicely. Back again, but then back coming is Curtis. And what could have been quite nice doesn't quite come off. Jay Giles now. Yates fouled, is he? Yes, says Mr. Wood. Free kick for the Bulls. Well, the season for the Jersey Bulls has got stronger and stronger as they've gone on, and they've just started, you feel, to hit the stride, as Jay Giles will bring it forward again. Good run there by Yates, but it's back with Sunley. Giles again. Yates. Giles trying to slide it in behind Vowles for Sunley, doesn't quite come off. And then the ball out again. Lots of work to do. Jeffrey makes the run. Curtis is there. Barlow helping out now. Campbell to Giles. Into Bickley, who's dropped off. Gets a nudge there. Forward ball run is made. Well, Dunn is trying to get forward, stays offside, but the ball is in the arms of Howes. And it has been one of those seasons where the Bulls have just ratcheted it up. They've suffered a few disappointments perhaps earlier in the season, but as it's got towards this business end, as it's got towards the playoffs, they've started to really turn it up. They've turned it up, they've added that extra little bit of something. They've had a depth in squad this season, and they've been, despite some injuries, they've been able to continue to fill the pitch with talent in all different departments, and they are on the verge now of guaranteeing themselves a chance in the playoffs and another chance to get a back-to-back promotion. And it's really pretty much the same squad of players that got the Bulls up last year. Here comes Campbell. And again, plays it short to Giles. Giles quickly into the feet there of Sunley. Dunn is available. Good from Stanley Dunn. Giles again. Patience here from the Bulls. Kilshaw. Campbell. And Giles again. Yates loses out to Mario Castillo, and then he nearly runs into Dunn, but there is Saunders. He lets it run there, does Folkes, but it runs through to Curtis, and now Giles again. Sweet ball out here, but too much on it for Sunday. And then Vowles. Back it goes to Spittles and then to Howes, and Sonny trying to nick in there. Not quite. Gaylor to Marshall. Shifts it out to Jeffrey. Jeffrey goes on the run down on his own. Lovely play from him. Jeffrey still going. Has he got any help? Can he deliver the ball? And he can, but it's straight to Campbell. Can't find the skipper, Perry. The Bulls deal with it. And Jay Giles can bring it out. Done again. Nice little bit of play from him. He's had some nice touches, Stanley Dunn, since coming on. Looks very much like he's been playing there all afternoon and most of the season. Very assured from the youngster. Here comes Barlow. Inside to Dunn. Dunn again. Takes it inside. Dunn on his own. Is he going to take the shot? He does! But it's blasted high and it's wide. Well, looks like there will be a substitution. The referee's going to call on the trainer in any event. It may be that Gaylor needs a little bit of treatment, but maybe time for a change in any event. Well, down is Curtis Gaylor. Time for a few drinks. Is on the far side. The Bulls players also getting a drink. Adam Trosser on the bench there. Jamie Watling. There's still options for Elliot Powell. And it's been a real team effort. Not just the players for the Bulls this season, but the players and the coaching staff, and Elliot Powell leading the way. And as they go towards the last 3 games, probably one more to guarantee them when they play Beckenham next week. If they can beat Beckenham, you'd think that they will be in the playoffs. And in a one-off game against the likes of possibly Whiteleaf, Croydon or Sittingbourne, you'd probably fancy the Bulls. They've had some tough battles this season. They've beaten Croydon twice, of course. They've had a draw at Whiteleaf and a 1-0 win at home. So if it is one of those two, or both of them, if they can get past what looks like possibly Whiteleaf finishing 3rd, then you'd fancy them maybe to get up as well. It would be a possible 5 games after this, 3 in the league regular season, and 2 playoff games with a win in a semi-final and a final. And we know that those games will be played straight after the Hastings home game on Tuesday the 28th and on Friday the 1st of May. The home side will be the side finishing higher, so 2nd will play 5th and 3rd will play 4th. So the 2nd and 3rd teams will have home advantage in the first semi-finals, and the only one-off shootout that there is. Well, long clearance, we're back going again here. Still quarter of the game still to play. A little bit of time still to perhaps see some more action, some more goals. As Dunn gets in. And you have to feel a little bit for the Wasps today. It's been a tough season for them. Playing for pride here, knowing that they will be in step 5 next season, but the signs for them that they look pretty well organised, to have some talent in that side that's out there today. And you'd fancy them perhaps to bounce straight back as they knock it around, and it's with Spittles. The intensity perhaps has just gone out the game a little bit. Barlow wins it back, Bickley on his own. Bickley gets put down, but play on with Barlow. Now Giles. Suddenly makes the run, little touch from Yates. Suddenly is available on this left-hand side. Suddenly will go against Vowles. Skipping, waiting for Giles to come in. He whips it in. Header away. Curtis arrives. Kilshire inside, but so also is Yates. Yates plays a lovely ball for Curtis, who will leave it for Bickley. Back with Curtis again. Now Kilshaw. What can the Bulls conjure up here? Joe Giles, will he try the pop at the distance? He does. Good save again from Howes. He parries it out. Ball still alive. As Sonny tries to get there, and then Howes clears it. Another good save from Howes. His third one of the afternoon, perhaps even the fourth. Made a couple in the first half, made 3 in fact in this second half. He's made a handful of saves that have kept the scoreline respectable. And the Wasps could be thankful for their acrobatic and very superhero-like goalkeeper Harry Howes this afternoon. He's made some really good saves. As it's with Spittles. Clips it forward. Should be Van der Vliet's. We'll let it quickly go to Curtis. Curtis now inside to Yates. Yates, first time ball. Barlow. Kilshaw. And the ball's just taking their time. Campbell has a little step forward. Now Giles. Back it goes again. Rare touch for Ritzimer in the second half. Yates offloads to Curtis. Curtis forward looking for Bickley. Getting across quickly as Marshall. Throw in for the Bulls far side. 20 minutes left, just under, in this second half. And it looks like we're going to see a change. We are. Cavallio is going to come on by the looks of it. Watling is also ready. So off is going Barlow, off is going Bickley. And the Bulls can make another couple of changes. So Jamie Watling, you think, will go into centre-back. He will pair up with Campbell, and you'd see Ritzimer into the middle, maybe even going up front. And Cavallio will go onto that right-hand side. And Jamie Watling missing the last game. But a chance for Ritzimer now to get forward. And looks like he's done exactly what he did in the last game, where he started at the front. He started at the back this time, and now he's ending up at the front again, as Curtis will look to just play this ball in. There's Ritzimer, edge of the box. Yates skips inside. Back to Ritzimer. Offloads to Giles. Giles again. Sunley. Going to take it on. Sonny doing well, going past Vowles. Sonny still going, squares it into the middle. It's nearly back-heeled and in, but diving on it is Howes. It comes off Gaylor's heel. Howes reacts quickly, and nearly an own goal there for the visiting side, gifting it to the Bulls. But in the end, Howes reacts quick. Well, Ritzimer has gone up top by the looks of it. So a chance for him to have a bit of a run around these last minutes of this second half. Kilshaw back. So it is Watling and it is Campbell. And the Bulls able to change the formation again and able to switch players around. Still got 3 goals to the good. As Jay Giles pops up. More of a midfield role, been drifting in a lot. Now done. Ritzimer can't keep control of it. Gaylord gets a little lucky, but manages to quickly get it back. Now Marshall. Skips inside. Marshall again. Well, they're moving the ball around, but they're not getting much going forwards at the moment. The Wasps need to get together and have a little bit of a swarm on the balls here and try and get one on the board. He's back, is Folkes helping out, flicked on. Folkes again, this time drives forward. Outside of him, Jeffrey now. Quickly back is Cavallio. Ball's back in numbers. Shot from distance. Well, in the end, it dips over the crossbar. It was a little bit of a hopeful effort there to try and beat Van der Vliet from that kind of distance, and it needed to be something special. In the end, it was straight over Van der Vliet's head. But a good effort nonetheless. Flip forward again. Long ball. Ritzema will have a run this time. Gayler for company. Ritzema holding it up. Wins the throw in. Now Ritzema just enjoying that option to play in that number 9 role. Picked up again by Curtis from Carvalho. Yates back pedals. Yates, one more surely to Giles. Back it comes again. Yates to Giles. Giles to Sunley. Sunny arriving, trying to run past Vowles with pace and just knock it past him, but Vowles has done really well. Clears it only as far as Giles though. Back it comes to Yates again. Bulls build up. Sunley. Kilshaw. Now Curtis from distance with the shot. Well, it hits the back of possibly Ritzema, and then Saunders collects. Marshall just gets it clear. Well, only Adam Trotter on the bench, and it looks like there will be a change coming for the Wasps. And we'll see the Benet board again as Yates is, well, not fouled. Play on. Leopard there with the challenge. And Vowles going back. Well, 3 subs on the bench. See which one of McDonald, Wigmore and Cryer comes on. As the ball is played out by Watling. Chance now for that substitution. And it will be Spittles who will make way for Joshua Cryer. And the first change for the Wasps comes with just under a quarter of an hour. And also for the Bulls, we'll see Adam Trotter replace Joe Kilshaw. Carl Benet with his Benet board. On this side, Neo Vowles waits. Trotter is on. Kilshaw's had a good afternoon. He's got another 75 or so minutes in his legs. Not scoring today, but holding that midfield together. And Adam Trotter now has just under a quarter of an hour. As Folkes battles there and tries to get his way through, and he does. Folkes into the middle, and chance comes in. Half a chance, still somehow blocked by the Bulls. It looked like it was Perry who tried to get the shot off, but the Bulls managed to keep it out and now break the other end with Ritzema, who's been well guarded there by Gayler. They've got back in numbers, the Wasps. Ritzema still has it, needs help, but loads of blue shirts have got back. Curtis. Carvalho, flag is up. Carvalho going a little bit too early there. Bulls delaying, and the Wasps stepping up at exactly the right time. Well, nothing since just inside the beginning of the first 5 minutes of the second half in terms of goals, but there's been some saves. That man in your picture, Harry Howes. And the Bulls pretty comfortable at the moment, sitting on a 3-0 lead. Long ball again. Headed back to Van der Vliet comfortably. This time by Curtis, and Giles wants to get it going quickly. The captain drives forward the Bulls. Real inside ball. Just allows the Wasps to get back. Now Trotter. Well, it's comfortable. And the Bulls just knock it around. Well, the crowd surely will want to see a bit more. Van der Vliet. Dunn shifts it quickly to Yates. No, to Cavalio's on that far side. Of course it's Cavalio. Here he comes, a Magician bursting forward into the box. The Magician's still going. He's caught, but he doesn't go down. He squares it. Well, trying to get out of trouble there. Looks like it's really good bit of play by, it is Vowles who's back there helping as Dunn tries to block him off. Well, Cavalio then, if it had gone down, it might have made a difficult decision for Mr. Wood there. Looked like he was caught. He stayed up to his credit. Now Trotter. And again, Cavalio makes the run. Curtis doesn't deliver it this time. He just checks. Back to Cavalio. And again, Watling. And Yates this time. Back again with Trotter. Being pressed by Mario Castillo. Watling decides to switch it. And he's trying to find Sunday, and it's good defensive work again. This time by the sub Cryer. And there's going to be another change. And it's going to be coming on for the Wasps, Lewis McDonnell. And departing is Mario Castillo. Well, he's had a decent run out. Didn't quite maybe see as much as the ball as he would have liked. He was a bit tricky to start with early on. He had a little bit of pace about him. In the end, just perhaps didn't see enough in the second half.
Substitution fees, Grinstead.
But it will be 10 minutes or so for Lewis McDonnell. Giles takes a throw. Blocked there by Saunders. Giles again inside. Dunn was trying to get there, but he's won it this time. Now Yates. Here comes Curtis. Cavalio. Want to run again. He's going to try and take on Jeffrey. Cavalio, a little ball inside, trying to find the run there of, well, diving in is Will Yates, who didn't take any prisoners. Howes was there first. Big up and under. Giles flicks it back nicely to Campbell. With Trotter, steps inside. Still going, Trotter now. Does that so well, Adam Trotter. Just drops that shoulder. Just wins himself that half a yard, and then off he goes as well as Dunn. His shirt is pulled, but Dunn does not fuss. Dunn's still going, and then, well, the obvious ball wasn't the right ball. He was trying to find Curtis, but there was no way through there. Folks battling now with Watling. The two 15s collide. And it looks like the final change is coming for the Wasps. Looks like Wigmore is about to enter the fray. And it may well be Luca Leopard who will get pulled off with about 8 minutes to go. Looked like the number 8 was up on the Bene board. Stoppage for that change to happen as Howes again goes with the long ball but plays it into that corner, and it will just run out. And the third substitution for the visitors will be made. And Van der Vliet doesn't stop. Van der Vliet, another quietish game today. Done the basics well, not been tested particularly. As Curtis gets it back from Trotter. And Wigmore waits. Nice ball from Trotter, but it's been cut out by Jeffrey. And then Saunders just holding on to it. Back again with Howes. Now the Bulls can start to think about Beckenham away. Another road trip for them next Saturday. Kick-off time to be confirmed. It's scheduled for 3 o'clock. Expect it to be a little bit earlier. As it goes back to Howes again. Beckenham Town getting a win today. There's a good bit of play there by Trotter, and now to Dunn, and through the middle goes Ritzimer. Can he get there first? He can. He's got the touch on it. He just pokes it ahead of Howes. He can't get it on target. He can't either take enough pace of it for Cavalio to get onto the end of it. and the ball goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. So it will be Beckenham Town next Saturday. As the change is finally made, Leo Vowles will be replaced by Finley Wigmore. He'll get 5-6 minutes plus whatever Mr. Wood decides to add on. Well, the fans have stayed inside the stadium at Springfield this afternoon, enjoying the spring sunshine. Well, somebody's not kept that one in. And it will be Cryer. Now Saunders. Can they just find something here? Can East Grinstead Town take a consolation away with them? And Howes looks to play it forward. Again, looking for Jeffrey. He's going to go up against Curtis. Been a decent battle, those two. Curtis just doing enough here. Watling to Carvalho. Back to Curtis. The ball's knocking around in the 6-yard box. Got to be careful though. Trotter. Right, last 5 minutes left in the 90. Van der Vliet looks for Ritzimer again. Marshall gets there, flicked on by Leopard. He wasn't substituted in the end. Campbell clears it, and then a clash in the middle. Flick back to Van der Vliet. Well, what will the last 3 games bring, and who will be the Bulls' playoff opponents? Well, we can think about that as the Bulls go in search of the 4th here. It's Carvalho now. Carvalho, can he finish? Has Howes done it again? He has. He's made another brilliant save. He's denied Carvalho this time, but he's left it now. Chance for Dunn. Can Dunn finish it? He can't. It's Howes again. Well, he's super Howes this afternoon. He's made 6, 7, maybe 8 saves to deny the Bulls in the second half. He's been electric. The Bulls with the goal, you thought, surely going to follow, but no. It's Harry Howes who gets in the way again. Double save from him. The Bulls cannot find that 4th. Well, hats off to Harry Howes. Had a blinder in the second half especially. Carvalho looked like he was just going to clip that into that top corner, but Howes had other ideas. Yeah, it's going to be a throw in for the Bulls on this near side. Back it goes to Campbell. Well, Campbell just taking his eye off it there, doesn't want to give it away. They hasn't been a corner in this second half as yet. And it's with Watling. Through to Giles. Back he goes again. Well, it's pretty much walking football now.
The official attendance is 1,412. Thank you very much, everyone.
There, the crowd today in at Springfield, 1,412.
And your Randall's man of the match has been chosen for
as
today
it comes
as well.
to the Bulls number 14.
The Randall's man of the match is number 5, Luke Campbell.
He played across the back, and the man in the picture, Luke Campbell, is named as the Bulls player of the match this afternoon. Well, he scored the goal in the first half, and that probably was enough to just give him the edge. He's been solid at the back. Bulls haven't really been pushed too hard this afternoon. They won't mind that. They've had 2 games in 48 hours. Campbell still having to scurry for that one. Sonny's still going. Giles as well, getting a lot more forward now. Jay Giles driving on. Giles flicks it on with the outside of his boot. Now Yates, can he find the pass? He can. He's maybe just played it a little bit ahead of Sonny. Sonny will just try and keep it alive, keep it in that corner. Still going. And cleared, but it's only as far as Yates, who can't quite find the ball forward either. Maybe a chance at the other end with Folks Watling right there for company. Jeffrey, Trotter goes after him. Watling into the feet of Dunn. Dunn gets it forward. Now here goes Ritzemer through the middle, into the box. Ritzemer clips it over Howes. Howes again is there with a save and tips it over the bar. It is the first corner of the second half, coming in the 90th minute, and Howes denies the Bulls again. Well, if there was a player of the match for the actual whole game and not just a Bulls player of the match, you'd have to give it to Harry Howes this afternoon. It could have been double figures, but for him. Bulls have the corner, far side. Looped in, looking for Campbell again. Can't quite get there, cleared. Bulls will bring it back. Dunn tries to get there, Folks gets there first. Little nudge there on Trotter. Yates is back, Trotter picks it up, tries to flick it over Folks. And back it goes to Giles, who sends it straight up towards Sunley, who gets it back off Dunn. Now Giles again. In fact, it's Curtis who's gone up there. And then a bit of a tug with Saunders and Yates there. And then down goes, I'm going to say Curtis. It is far side. Watling goes across to Marshall Jeffrey. And the Cavallio again. He's so good at getting back and defending. He's going to bring it out himself here now. Just wants a little bit of help. Cavallio just holds it up, does the right thing. Now Watling. Trotter. We're into the first minute of added time here now. Trotter clips it forward. Trying to get there is Ritzemer. Hooked away though by Cryer. Well, you can't imagine there'll be much added in terms of time in this second half. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes. We've had one. Now Saunders. Yates has stolen it. Plays it through. Cavallio trying to break through. Dunn. Still going. Dunn trying to, well, it's hooked away somehow from Dunn. It's up again, but it's lost. And then Yates is brought down by McDonald. And a Bulls free kick just inside the Wasps' half. Now Giles. Trotter. Little ball to Sunley. Trotter and Giles. Giles flicks it on. Ritzemer will get it. Across comes Trotter. And the ball's just keeping hold. Trotter again. End of lead. 2 minutes added. Still the Bulls lead by 3 goals. Is there any time for another? Will Howes be there again? Here comes Trotter. Trotter now. Well, tried the reverse pass for Sunley. Sunley didn't make the run this time. Probably thought he might have been offside. Howes now just puts a foot on it. Offside is Marshall. And then Perry. Not seen too much of the skipper in the second half, just hasn't had the service. And going back are the Wasps. And then, well, nearly getting into trouble there as Sunny closes down. Now Cryer. Now the Bulls capping off this weekend with the second win in a row. 7 goals scored, 6 points collected. As Howes plays it up again to Folks, who still battles, this time with Trotter, gets it back. Now Yates does really well, Folks, skips away. Is there something here for the big man to play through? He does, but he's put too much on it. And you wonder whether that will be enough for Mr. Wood. Van der Vliet will go across very casually to get the ball. Well, 1 corner in the second half, 1 goal. And Trotter to Giles. And the Bulls just playing it around at the back. 4 minutes added. And that's it. It's all over at Springfield. Bank Holiday Monday is over. The doubleheader is concluded. The Bulls take 6 points out of 6. They saw 7 goals in the process. Today against the Wasps, they get goals in the first half with Campbell and Dos Santos, and then suddenly straight after the break, 3-0 is how it finishes. The Wasps don't manage to put a sting into the Bulls' tail this afternoon. They had moments where they held possession well. They were thanked massively, and they will give huge applause, as we all do, to Harry Howes, who had an absolutely outstanding game in goal for East Grinstead Town today. He was superb. Well, it finishes here at Springfield. Jersey Bulls 3, East Grinstead Town 0. We turn now to Beckenham away next Saturday, when the Bulls will go on the road again in search of what may be the 3 points that clinch the playoff place. It's been a joyous Easter weekend. It's finished here at Springfield. It's Jersey Bulls 3. It's East Grinstead Town 0. We hope you've enjoyed watching it. Happy Easter. We'll see you next time.